Today, we're going to talk about a new concept that will help you to reconnect or connect in the first place with your community, with your neighbors, where you can do something good for someone else, maybe receive something in return. Good karma.
Good
That's the
karma.
concept we want to talk about in today's video.
Welcome to Could Be Genius, where half-baked ideas get to shine.
We're not here to make it perfect, just to see how far it goes. Then it's your problem.
You have never been here. No.
To this
Yeah.
one, no.
But you have been to other malls.
Yeah, I'm not I said this before earlier, but I'm not a big mall guy. I used to work at a mall as a teenager, and nowadays, to me, malls, I prefer not to be at a mall.
You had some bad experience?
No, it has nothing. Actually, I had a good time working at a mall. It was fun. It's too many stores, too much,
Noise?
too much noise, too many people, all kind of compact.
Yeah.
I like
So-
to be outside.
So you don't like malls?
Mhm.
Then let me ask a follow-up. You like shopping? You like to get into stores, look at stuff, maybe
No.
buy something, then go to the next store?
Sorry, I'm being very negative right now, but no. When
Mhm.
I go to the stores, I try to go, they have here in Vienna, they have this, they have these outdoor stores, malls, whatever, on the streets. There's like this pedestrian street, and they have stores outside. I go there
A
usually.
market?
Like Maria-Hilf-Straße.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, okay. You still have to get inside.
What do you call that? Like a
Shopping
shopping
street.
promenade or whatever. And I go there if I need to buy something.
Yeah.
But I try to go early in the morning before it gets too crowded.
Yeah.
Because it does get crowded on the weekends.
Mhm. Now it's also early in the morning, and it's quite
It's
calm.
quiet now.
I guess.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with this. This is
There's
actually
almost
nice.
no one.
Yeah.
Okay, but so you don't really like it. You don't really like to go to stores, buy stuff, go from one store to the other.
No.
And
I don't like shopping.
I
And
think that's the same for a lot of people, honestly. Now there's not so many, but it would actually be interesting to go to people and ask if they really want to be here.
we should
or
do that,
not.
and we should walk around and interview people.
True.
Do some field research.
That's true. But I think there's for sure a certain percentage of people who are like you, who don't really want to be here, but maybe they have to be to, I don't know, pick something up, right?
Maybe they're being dragged here.
Yeah, maybe they need something for their house, they need a new mixer.
A mixer.
Yeah, mixer for the kitchen.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
And they are like, damn it, this mixer at home, it's been broken for 2 weeks. You have your wife complaining that you have to go and get it.
Yeah.
And then finally you're like, all right, I'll go there, right? So I think this happens.
Mhm.
I think there's for sure a lot of people, for sure, when it comes to guys, who are not that invested into the whole shopping experience.
Yeah, but we don't stereotype on this
No,
show.
no, of course, but
Mostly guys,
yeah,
yes.
I think so.
You're right.
That is a bit where the idea is going. About the fact that there will be people in this mall or there will be people on this shopping street you mentioned that actually don't really want to be there. But they need to be there.
They have to buy something.
Yeah, they have to buy
It's-
something.
yeah.
So they have to go.
So I have to go to the mall today.
Yeah.
It's the weekend. Saturday.
The question is, do they really?
Do they have to do it?
Do they really have to go?
Well, they don't have to go. Obviously, the clear answer is, oh, okay, I'll just order it online.
Yeah, but when you order online,
Yeah.
two things. Then it's almost a loser sign.
Well, that's why you do this.
Two things.
Hmm.
One, if you order something online, it takes longer.
Right.
You have to wait 4 or 5 days, depends where you order.
Mhm.
It sucks, right? I want this mixer today. I'm not gonna order it because it takes too long.
Yeah.
Two, hurts my. I went bowling. It's probably still
Okay, yeah,
sore.
you probably have.
It costs you more money because in a lot of cases you have to pay for shipment costs, which makes sense because someone has to drive, invest
Yeah.
their time, and bring it to your house.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you want to get it, you have the option in 2-day delivery, you pay a little bit more, or you
Mhm.
get the standard delivery, which is 6 days, and you
Yeah.
don't pay anything.
Yeah. So I think that's why a lot of people in the end still go. They still
Yeah.
go to the store, they still go to the mall to get this stuff because it's more quick
Mm-hmm.
and maybe it's cheaper
Right.
than ordering it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Now, where do we want to go? Let's put a scenario. Let's say you need something from IKEA.
Mm-hmm.
You need something from IKEA right now?
Yes, I do
No.
actually.
Perfect.
We're gonna go to IKEA this weekend.
For? Or is it private?
Yeah, what can you buy private at IKEA? Laun Lingerie. No, no, there's like, forks, knife, like things, this has been happening for 6 months. We're like, oh, forks, we need forks. Oh, this pot, we need pot. So, it adds, the shopping list gets bigger
Okay.
and bigger, and finally it gets so big, we're like, okay, we have to do it. We have to go.
Okay. So you will go, you need, okay, let's say you need something from IKEA.
Yes. So let's say I'm going, what are you getting at? I'm going this weekend, so what do you need? You
What do
need
you
something?
need?
Do you want me to get you something
That's
while I'm
that's actually
there?
where I want to go. Let's say you need to go to IKEA to buy a lamp. Let's put it, keep it simple. You need a lamp, you know which lamp you want. Like usually, I mean, maybe you saw the lamp somewhere, you're like, oh, that's a nice
Well,
lamp.
yeah, you look online
Or you look
sometimes,
online.
kind of like see if
Yeah,
you want something specific.
yeah,
But IKEA is also the type of store you already know what they have. So
yeah.
if you know you need forks, I'll just, adding to the forks I already have, whatever.
Yeah. So let's say you check the website, there's a nice lamp, you discussed with your family, all right, we want to go and get this lamp. But then you have to drive to an IKEA, right, just to get this lamp.
Yeah.
So it takes long, you're like, yeah, it doesn't fit this week. Maybe I go next
You
week. Maybe
prolong it, you
yeah,
procrastinate,
exactly.
something else comes up,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
What if I also need to go to IKEA, right? Because maybe, I don't know, maybe I just installed a new kitchen. I need all the kitchen supplies. For this, I for sure want to go. I'm not gonna order everything online, I want to go see what there is because it will be a lot of different
Maybe you need
items.
other things and you
Yeah.
want to look around a little
Or
bit.
I want to look around.
Because
So,
sometimes you see it and then you realize I need it.
so where I want to get at, I will go. I will go to IKEA for sure.
But I'm going.
No. And you only have to get this lamp.
Okay.
What if I would say to you, don't worry, buddy, I'll take your lamp.
Okay.
So you don't have to go anymore.
And I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah. And maybe we live quite close together.
Right.
Right. So
Do we know each other?
we don't have to know each other.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know, somehow with a platform, I don't know, I can see that you're living close to me and you need something from IKEA. Maybe I put in that I go to IKEA and I see everyone around me who also would need to go to IKEA but doesn't really want to go. And you're one of them, you need a lamp. I'm like, all right, that's easy. I also need a lamp.
Uh-huh.
So it's gonna be even in the same section, so I might as well take it.
Oh, can we pause here for a second? Because it's getting interesting now. You got my attention.
I was pausing.
All
You
right.
saw that?
So, because I'm the lamp guy. And this lamp thing I know I've had to get for a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
So as soon as I'm getting yelled at, we need this lamp. You haven't replaced the lamp yet. When are we getting this lamp?
Yeah.
I'm like, God, this weekend we can. Next weekend during the week I can. But okay, so then I go notify somewhere I go and I say, I need to go to IKEA. I need to get this lamp.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've made a
You,
note
you
somewhere.
register it somewhere,
I register somewhere. I make a note
Yeah.
somewhere.
and then I can see it.
You can see it.
I can see you live, I don't know, maybe you live 100 meters
You
away
have,
from me.
Do I have like a picture? or
Picture?
something? Yeah. No, I'm asking because then like, oh yeah, that guy. That's a guy who I always see walking down the street. He always seems so cool.
Could also
I always
backfire
want-
though.
Hmm?
Could also backfire.
Well, yeah.
Instead of, oh yeah, that guy, could be, oh, that guy?
Creepy.
Yeah. To be discussed, anyhow.
Okay.
So that's the concept, okay? You register, you need something, I go there anyway, so I take it for you.
Okay.
You don't have to go anymore. You don't have to get in your car, drive. Maybe if you go in the weekend on Saturday, full of traffic, as you mentioned in the beginning, 1,000 people in the mall. They're like, so you don't have to go through that anymore because I go anyway. So I
Yeah.
might as well take your lamp.
Okay, so you're the hero.
I'm the hero in the story.
And are you doing this because you want to do good? Like you want to help people out? You're like, yeah, I want to help people out. Let me check. Like, let's check out my neighborhood. Like, why are you doing
Yeah.
this? Why are you getting something from me? Why are you getting my lamp? A feel good factor or what?
I think that's for me. That's the main thing.
The feel good,
The social part.
the social part.
Yeah, because as I said, I think this only works if you live pretty close to each other.
Yeah.
So it has to be, possible to, see who lives close to you so that I don't have to transport the lamp to the other side of the city, or maybe you don't have to pick it up on the other side of the city at my house, because then it's the same story. You might as well drive to IKEA then. But if we live close to each other, you're in my neighborhood, I don't know you.
Yeah.
I do something good for you. I bring you this lamp. For me, it's not really an extra effort. For you, it's a whole bunch of time saved, right? So you're very happy. I'm also happy because I went there anyways. And we meet each other because at some point I have to give you your lamp,
Yeah.
right? We meet each other. You're grateful. Maybe you say, "Oh, thank you so much for like
We're hugging.
we're hugging."
Wow.
Then you say, "Come in. I just baked a lasagna.
Uh-huh.
We have dinner together.
Wow.
We
become
go
best
to the
friends.
movies in the evening.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
we get a flat together." No,
The rest is history.
no, but for me,
we
it's
have a
just,
podcast
you
together.
get to get to the point. You get to know your neighborhood better,
Yeah.
and you do something good. It's like win-win for
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah. Well,
No?
no. I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of things I want to say. Because I know sometimes we do things because we just want to do something good, right? And when you do something good, it feels good. You do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do it for yourself. I mean, the intention is not to do it for yourself. The intention is to do it for someone else. You want to help someone. That's your natural instinct. You help someone, and then after you help someone, you have this feel good thing,
Yeah.
And then you're like, I should do good things more often. Why don't I help people more often? And that goes through your mind. And I know people donate money and things like that because that's obviously the easy way to do it. But I don't think you get the same fulfillment when you donate money
Yeah.
or give money to someone like, someone homeless person or whatever. You give them €1, €5. You also feel good, but then at the end you'll question it. So let me finish
All
this
right, all
part.
right.
What I want to say is, for me, helping people and getting a good reaction, a smile out of it, is nice. And I wish I could do it more often.
Yeah.
So this will allow it.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that sums it up pretty well.
And to top it off, you get to know some of your neighbors.
Yeah.
Your neighborhood.
You get more social.
Yeah.
In general, the
'Cause that's-
neighborhood gets more connected.
And I think that's huge.
It's more of a community feeling.
I think that's huge.
You help your community.
I think that's also good because I've lived in my neighborhood now for 10 years, a little bit more. And when I walk down the street, I recognize people. We know each other. We say hi and hey, how's it going? And we talk sometime. And you have this little, that's also a good feeling.
Yeah, I think it's the same for me. I mean, we don't live there for so long yet, but you start recognizing the people. But then you say hi, how are you? But that's kind of,
It
where it
stops,
flattens
yeah.
out.
After that, it
because
might get awkward.
Yeah, you don't know anything about them. They don't
Yeah.
know anything about you. Like, what do you even
You
talk
need something
about?
to break the ice.
Yeah. So
Beyond hi.
imagine like there's this guy I see
Yeah.
who lives in my building. Every time on the street, it's like, hi, how are you? Imagine one time I bring a lamp for him. I bring it to his door. He says, oh, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. Next time I see him, dude, I bet you we're gonna talk
Yeah.
much more because it broke the ice.
Yeah. I think that's also missing nowadays. I mean, maybe it's a choice, but a lot of people don't connect anymore with their neighborhood. Even, here in Europe, a lot of people live in apartment buildings. A lot of times you don't even know the people who live above you, below
Yeah,
you, or
or-
next
yeah,
to
it's
you.
crazy.
And it's pretty sad.
Yeah.
And there was a time when, in some cultures, I know it's okay when someone rings your doorbell and, you invite them in for coffee and you
Yeah.
drink coffee with your neighbor and things like that. But nowadays it's kind of like, A lot of people
Yeah,
are like
yeah, yeah.
this. But I also realize that if you do have something like this where you
Yeah,
break the ice a little bit, then you get to
yeah.
know this old lady that used to live down the street or up above me, and she has a cool story and she's interesting and she's sweet, even though when I see her on the street, she has this cold look on her
Mm,
face.
mm. I will give you a nice example because in our building, when we moved in, the apartment was empty. We needed to hang some curtains and so on. So we needed a ladder, right? But it's like the ceiling is pretty high, so we needed a big enough ladder, and we didn't have this. So then we had like the housekeeping, or I don't know how you call it.
Housekeeping,
Yeah,
that's more for hotel,
yeah. I don't know house
like a
what
cleaner.
house what
Who?
house
Oh, yeah, yeah,
what.
the
I don't know how you would translate it in
like
English.
the janitor,
Yeah,
the
kind of.
janitor of the building.
Yeah, like
Yeah, something like that.
let's say janitor.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's a very old lady. She's for sure 80 already. So we rang her doorbell because she's like in charge of the
Yeah, the
building
building.
and asked for a letter. And just because we asked for this letter, she gave us the letter. We were very grateful. And we did our thing in the apartment. We gave the letter back and we gave her like a box of chocolates.
Oh,
And now every time we see her, we talk a bit about, and then she's cleaning in the hallway and then we talk, we have a conversation. But it all started with, this exchange of this letter.
yeah.
If this wouldn't have been there, then probably it would again only be like, hello.
No, this is a good
So
point.
it really breaks the ice if I
Mm.
bring a lamp for you, if I bring, I don't know, a drill for you, if I bring a new, yeah, maybe laptop you want to get yourself, but it connects you
Yeah.
and it keeps the connection.
Nowadays when you watch the news, and I hope this doesn't go too far off topic, but nowadays when you watch the news and you hear all this, it's obviously news is always negative. Everything's negative, negative, and it upsets you, and there's not much you can do about it. But then what I learned, and why not make your influence smaller, your neighborhood, your
Mm,
work co-workers, blah blah. You make your influence a little bit smaller. So what if you can have a positive change and influence on your
mm,
neighborhood?
yeah.
The other thing you made me think of, so let's say an older person needs help, like to hang
Hmm.
up curtains or something like that. Could they also use this type of service?
I
Or
think
is it
so.
only for shopping?
I don't know. Maybe I think it can be extended. Maybe it can be in general, like, doing something good, helping your community. Maybe it doesn't have to link only
Focus on
to, yeah,
shopping. I think it needs
yeah,
to have a little bit more broader purpose than just
yeah.
shopping, I would think.
Or old people who need groceries. I know, for example, my grandparents, their neighbors, when they go grocery shopping, they ring the doorbell of my grandparents and ask what they need. And my grandma, she gives a list. They get it, they bring it to them, and then my grandma pays them.
Okay.
So it's this concept,
Yeah.
right? But make it more, make
Robust.
yeah, robust, more of an actual thing.
So this is concept. Does this concept exist?
I think for the groceries, there's some things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I checked it a bit. I think there's for sure some apps who look into this grocery aspect, taking groceries for other people. But I feel like what we talk about is more of a, as you mentioned, maybe it can even be your neighbor needs help with hanging a picture on the
Yeah.
wall. Maybe it can include this whole thing.
You know the website, I don't even know if it's a website, this GoFundMe thing.
Yeah,
You know it?
yeah. Where you
And
raise money, right?
yeah, you raise money. Like people have like, circumstances in their life where,
Yeah.
they're
Mm,
unfortunate. So they start a GoFundMe page or one of their friends does it. And then people obviously like to give, they like to hear people's
mm,
story, and then they give money. And I mean, maybe this could be something where, okay, not everyone can give money, but
mm.
maybe you can do something,
Yeah,
you can go shopping for someone, you can maybe someone can either had a bad situation for them, they just had an accident, they broke their leg, they can't go to the store
yeah,
anymore, and they just need someone on a regular
yeah,
basis to pick up things for
yeah,
them. And you're like, okay, I'm going to the store anyway, so let me check. And oh yeah, that lady needs something
yeah.
again.
Because I think in that case, a lot of people would rely on their children or,
Yeah, but not
but yeah,
everyone
exactly.
can.
if you don't have those, then
So yeah, I think this would need to go a little bit more broader in that sense.
yeah.
The other question that I'm sure everyone's asking at this point is, okay, so I'm the person now, I want to do good. I know I'm going to the store. I'm checking to see if someone needs something
Mm-hmm.
because I have some extra time this weekend. I want to do something and I'm going to the store anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I do that. I pick up a couple things. I drop them off 2, 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happens? Do I like,
You want to get paid for it?
yeah, I'm that guy. Yeah, doing good
Where's
things.
my money?
Doing good things is nice and all, but come on, at the end of the day, nothing,
Yeah.
we
No,
need to make,
what's the question?
yeah, like, do I get paid for
Oh,
it?
that's really the question. All right.
Or like, yeah,
I would
like,
say, because I also thought about that, I would say maybe it's up to the people. Let's say
like a tip.
you bring me a lamp and I can tip you. Or I
And-
invite you in for coffee, we talk shortly, or I
Okay.
don't.
Okay, but people shouldn't do that to get like a tip. So like I drop up the lamp, you're
No,
like,
I don't think that's
what
the
if you don't even ask my name? Or we don't, like, you're like, oh, thanks for the lamp, and you slam the door in my face.
yeah.
Then I can give you a bad rating.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe you
he didn't even
can.
invite me in for a
Yeah.
coffee.
It's like a Uber driver, right? You
Uh-huh.
also see their ratings and so
Uh-huh.
on. It could be like that as well.
Yeah, I think you need
And
rating.
then before you say, all right, I'm gonna pick up your lamp, I
Uh-huh.
see, dude, what the hell? What? This guy has 1 star on 5? Never mind.
Yeah, I went into this guy's house. It's a mess. It's creepy.
Yeah, but now that you mentioned this, I think that's also an aspect of like the whole safety thing, right? Because if you don't know the people, let's say I get this lamp for you, and you live close to me, but like I don't know 200-300 meters away, and I
Yeah.
drop it off at your place. I
Yeah.
have to drop it off at your door.
Nowadays people are
Yeah,
paranoid. Like I don't open my door for
yeah.
strangers.
So that's a bit.
Stranger
That's like
danger.
an open question for me, if this how to manage the safety
I mean, you
aspect.
can have the same thing with these dating apps or whatever,
Yeah, yeah,
like
but then in a lot of cases you meet in a bar, you meet, somewhere public. You don't meet
true.
at someone's
Yeah, you're
house.
right.
Yeah,
Then yeah, that's right. Especially older people. I can see
yeah,
like someone could take advantage of
yeah.
this.
So there, I don't know. Maybe you have to meet outside of the door, or yeah,
Because this
or on the
happens to me
street.
sometimes. You buy used products from these used websites like Craigslist, Willhaben, or whatever, and I go pick up something, and they never give me the address, and they meet me on the corner of the street.
Yeah, it
So
could be like this, but then the downside is you have to get out of your house. It's less convenient.
yeah,
But on the other hand, maybe it can be linked to those reviews again.
yeah, I think can be linked to reviews, and maybe there is a certain way you need to be that person who goes and picks up things for people. Maybe you need to do not a profile check or something, but you need to have maybe some identity that
Yeah,
you need to provide
proof.
some identity, then you're in the system. Worst case scenario, if something happens,
Yeah,
then they can link it to that
yeah,
person. There
yeah.
needs to be some level of security. I mean, it sucks, but people are paranoid, and bad things do happen. And the odds that something bad gonna happen are probably low, but everyone has this paranoia.
I think the review thing could work in both ways. Let's say you put on this platform that you need a lamp from IKEA. I see how you are, like your score and your reviews. So I decide, all right, I can go and pick up the lamp for you.
Mm-hmm.
But then maybe you have to confirm that from your side it's fine that I go and pick up the lamp, because maybe I have bad reviews, right? And
Yeah,
then you can still say, no, I don't want this guy to go pick up my lamp.
yeah,
Kind of solves the issue,
yeah.
I would say.
At the end, you brought this up. It's the same as an Uber driver. Uber driver could be a
Yeah,
creep. I'm going in a car with a stranger, technically.
yeah, true,
But
true.
they're an Uber driver, so you trust them because they're part of a corporation, a
Yeah,
business. I mean, of course, there's also stories about Uber driver who took advantage of people,
mm,
and this will happen no matter what
yeah,
at the end of the day.
yeah,
But yeah, I think if it's part of this, registration process, it's a business, there's reviews involved, to eliminate this little bit concern, I guess that would help.
The last thing I still want to mention is, because that's maybe a question people will also have. We briefly talked about it already, but there could be the argument, why wouldn't I just order it, right?
Right.
Well, if you order it, might take longer, maybe it's more expensive.
The orderings are getting easier and faster,
Yeah,
though, by the way.
but also the thing is, let's say you need this lamp from IKEA. When you order it and it comes to your house and it would be damaged because on the road, you know, I don't know,
Yeah.
something
I fell.
happened.
It was icy.
It fell.
I
The
was
guy
carrying
took
the
it out. It
box
fell
and
on
I
the
fell on
ground.
my face.
You
Sorry.
can claim it back. You can go to IKEA, say, dude, I got this lamp. They delivered it. It's broken. What if via this app, if I go and pick up your lamp and I put it in my car, but I took a lot of other stuff from IKEA, so I'm like, God, fuck, this lamp, it's too
Damn.
much. And then
Uh-huh.
I come and I bring it to you. And there you go, it's your
Yeah.
lamp. You're like, oh, thank you so much. You open it, it's like
Shattered.
shattered.
Yeah.
What then? Who's liable?
Yeah. I would call you back and say, hey, you brought
Yeah,
me
and
a
I'm like,
broken
dude,
lamp. You're like, it wasn't broken when I gave it to
you
you.
must have dropped
Then
it.
I give you a better review for sure. I might even call the cops.
Yeah, but in this case, if it's like more expensive stuff, you
Mhm.
know, say you buy a lamp of 200 euro, I bring it to you, it's broken. So that's also a bit
The other thing,
sketchy.
yeah. The other thing that's sketchy is, how do I pay you?
Yeah. It's true. Because then I am at IKEA, I have my own stuff, and I have your lamp.
Yeah, you're buying euros, dollars worth of things.
Should I buy your lamp with my money and then, like, I don't know, or should I have two separate?
Well,
Yeah.
on these Willhaben things, you can have stuff delivered. So Willhaben is used, it's like a used, you sell used things,
Yeah, like secondhand stuff.
secondhand stuff, and then someone asks you, can you send it to me? And I say yes, and then I send it to them. But then there's this process where once I sent it, I get paid. So maybe yeah.
Yeah, maybe the money is stored somewhere in the middle until it's confirmed. I know with Vinted, it also works like that. Vinted, where you sell your secondhand
Yeah.
clothes that you're not wearing anymore, or shoes. It's also this way. The money, like you pay it, but it's like stored somewhere centrally.
Yeah, it's centrally
until
released.
Yeah,
It
until
gets
it's released by the one who ordered
Yeah.
the clothes.
Yeah.
He says, all right, all good, and then the money goes to the one who sent it.
Yeah.
So I think it's for sure.
Maybe
yeah.
as the transaction happens, then the money goes through, then,
Yeah, yeah.
and then if you don't deliver it, then you get
Yeah.
refunded somehow.
Because I'm just thinking, if I have to pay it up front, then in our case, because if your lamp costs 200 euro, maybe I'm gonna be like, dude, I don't want to pay 200 euro up front and only get your money like 1 week later.
Yeah, no, maybe you get the money, but then if you don't deliver it, because
Yeah.
the account information that would have, so then
Yeah,
it gets
then it
pulled
go-
back
yeah,
out of your
exactly. I
account.
think
And
that's
then I
how it
say,
is too,
okay,
yeah.
it's been 2 days and the guy hasn't come yet. He was supposed to be here 2 days ago.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, he wouldn't do it 2 days. He
yeah.
would do it
There's
2 hours.
solutions. There's solutions.
Yeah,
for
there's
that.
solution. I mean, we're just talking about the
Yeah.
concept, and also, please give us your questions. I mean, we have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions. If you guys have any questions that we missed, or if there's another addition to this idea, let us know. Of course.
Yeah, put it in the comments.
Yeah.
So
The comments.
I think we can wrap it up. So for me, this idea, it's really about the social aspect, getting to know your neighborhood, having more of a community feeling, doing something good for someone else, and then it's good karma. Maybe something good will come to you as well. You build those connections with the people that you didn't that you didn't talk to for 10 years or only said hi to for 10 years, which is a pity, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Finally, you build this connection. You have the icebreaker. And voila.
That's for me. That was the part where I liked the most. Is do good. Do good thing. Help the neighborhood. Be part of the community. Neighborhood watch. They have those type of things. So I think that is the main idea, right? So and then having a platform
Yeah.
to be able to do that.
And I think there's a few things out there already, but I don't know. It's for sure what is out there is maybe it's. I don't think it's 100% what we mentioned today,
Yeah.
and somehow it's also not really working because I feel like no one is using it.
Because today, if this existed, let's say you told me, oh, it already exists, I would go home and check out my neighborhood and see who needs help, and
Yeah.
because that would be interesting. Because, like I said, I know a lot of people who live in the different streets around my neighborhood. I'm like, oh, that'd be cool. Let me help that person. I
Yeah.
think it would be cool. I would check it out for sure.
Yeah, me too. I think it could be genius.
It could be genius.
Thanks for watching.
You guys decide. By the way, today we're sponsored by Deman.
Yeah, thank you for making it possible.
Yeah.
We also had the opportunity to come and film in Huma, so also thank you, Huma,
Yeah, thank you
for
letting
agreeing
us
with this.
come. Yeah.
Yeah.